Beer fridge. Empty. Problem. I don't have much beer. I need to solve that problem quick. Don't have a lot of time to make beer? Kveik Yeast to the rescue. Kveik! I'm gonna make some beer. Let's do it. 9 pounds pale ale malt. 1 pound, 8 ounces of white wheat malt. 8 ounces of Red X. 8 gallons of distilled water. Now I've got the kettle to match the burner. In other words, the carpet matches the drapes. Thank you, Todd at Northern Brewer. First brew day with the Edelmetal brew kettle. I will definitely let you know how this kettle works out, but based on the appearance of this thing, I am guessing it's gonna be absolutely freaking awesome. If you'd like to pick one up yourself, Northern Brewer has absolutely the best customer service you could possibly ask for. And I mean, I know they sent it to me, I get it. I can say whatever I wanna say. And I've been ordering things from Northern Brewer for a lot longer than they've been sending it to me. And I remember the very first big kettle that I bought my 15-gallon Megapot from Northern Brewer. Within a month, the lid on the handle broke. And you know what? They just sent me another one. They said to keep the other one. If you can get somebody to solder it, they can fix it. You could have 2 lids. I mean, no questions asked. They're that cool. Trash Pandas, the Angels AA affiliate. I'm really stoked and looking forward to using this nice little handy dandy Whirlpool arm over there. So I'm gonna do a 30-minute mash and just a 30-minute boil. I'm trying to get this brew day done fast, trying to get the fermentation done fast. This is gonna be a fast and furious beer because I need more beer in my kegerator because summer is here. All right, my mash is in, and then because I'm only gonna do like a 30-minute boil, it's gonna go really quick. I'm gonna be on my toes. So I'm gonna let you know now what hops I'm putting in. 1 ounce of Magnum as my bittering addition at 30 minutes. Then at 10 minutes, I'm gonna put in a ½ an ounce of Lupomax Mosaic. I'm doing as my Whirlpool addition for 10 minutes at 180 degrees, 1 ounce of Motueka, and 3/4 of an ounce Lupomax Mosaic. Looks like I'm going to be whirlpooling at 160. I literally turned my jaded hydro on for maybe like 30 seconds and it brought it way past that. But let's check out. There's the whirlpool action in the kettle. So I'm gonna let it go for about 10 minutes right there. I am gonna be dry hopping this beer as well. I'm gonna dry hop it with 1 ounce of Motueka and 3/4 of an ounce of that Lupomax Mosaic. I'm gonna try to do it oxygen free in my new stainless steel Northern Brewer fermenter. They did send this to me. This is the first time that I'm using it, so I will look for a review here in one of the upcoming videos, but this is the first time I'm gonna use it, so I'm gonna see how it performs with a dry hop. I'm gonna try the magnet technique to drop them in there so I can try to keep it as oxygen free as possible, because I do expect this, even though I'm calling it like a pale ale, I do expect it to have some hop flavor and aroma, and I don't want to risk oxidation on this beer at all. So I'm going to try to do it as oxygen free as I can in that fermenter, which for me is going to be a little bit of a challenge because I'm used to my all-rounder, which I can pressurize and do all that. I cannot pressurize this one. So it's gonna be a little bit of a challenge, but I'll let you know how it goes for sure. All right, it's gonna be nice and warm and cozy over there in the corner of my garage. Let's see how long this takes. It's been 3 days. Airlock activity has pretty much been non-existent for the last day. I think this thing was probably very close to being finished in 24 hours. I wasn't too worried about the temperature. It's Kveik. Kveik! I'm pretty sure it can handle anything I throw at it. I'm gonna try to do a closed loop transfer so that it's pushing just CO2 out of the keg and feeding the CO2 in here. So it should be a pretty low to no oxygen transfer. The first step is to purge my keg here. My keg is filled all the way up to the tippy top with Star San. I've got it hooked up to, about 4 psi, just enough to push out the sanitizer. And all I have to do is hook this bad boy up. So I'm gonna purge this line. This is gonna be the line that's gonna hook up to the fermenter into my keg to drop the liquid down. So I'm gonna purge this with CO2. There we go. All right, my keg is now purged, so completely filled with just CO2. I pushed all the Star San out. I've got my purged hookup line going to my fermenter here. So I do still have a little bit of CO2 in here. So what I want to do is I want to hook my blow off tube up first, so it'll push the rest of the CO2 out of this and purge that line as well too. I'm gonna hook up the beverage line to my keg and open it up. Let's see if it works. Here we go. Okay, it's transferring away back there. This is honestly not that bad, and it is gonna save me a little bit of CO2. I mean, I did need to use CO2 to push the Star San out of the keg, but I don't have to hook my fermenter up to CO2 to help push it out of the fermenter, which you do with the all-rounder. So far, this is going really smooth. I'm liking this process, and it saves me a little bit of CO2 as well, and it's easy, and I'm thinking it's pretty oxygen-free. So far, so good. Take my gravity sample. Ooh, that smells good. Looks like it finished right around 1010. It's time for the obligatory hydrometer sample. Feels a little light. It's got good flavor though. More like a session pale. I'm cool with that. I'm calling this a pale ale, but I really don't know what it is. I don't know if it's gonna be a pale ale. Not really concerned. I'm making it with Kveik. So I'm kind of thinking it's gonna be a little juicy, because I think Kveik throws off like super orange flavor, so it's gonna be a little juicier than maybe a regular pale ale. But it's not gonna be quite as hoppy as an IPA, so I'm not making like an IPA, I'm not making like a pale. I don't know what it's gonna be. I'm just calling it beer. I'm making beer. Beer. It has been far too long. A lot of stuff has happened. I was really trying to get this beer done fast. I actually did get it done fast. So I'm looking at it. I brewed it on the 14th of June. It was completed and in a can on June 20th. It is now July 2nd, and I am just now getting around to tasting this. Now, I have had quite a few of these. I was able to can 34. I have been drinking them. I have been giving them away. So far, everybody really seems to enjoy it. It's a little bit, it only ended up being 4.1% alcohol, so a little bit lighter than really what I was hoping for. However, 4.1% on these summer days, I don't really want to drink something heavy and super alcohol-y. Ends up being really nice, It's not clear. There's a lot of haze in there. I typically get that with the Kveik. And the carbonation is a little bit light on this one. You can see head retention has gone down quite a bit, but has a very Kveik smell to it. I've smelled this before. It's kind of just orange to me. I get a little bit of malt sweetness in there and a little bit of some other type of citrus, like almost maybe like a lemony. Yeah, but it smells really good. It drinks really good too. I taste the malt, just kind of washes over. It's real light. Not a lot of hop bitterness there. Not a lot of hop flavor either. I was a little disappointed with that. I'm not sure if it just lost the hop flavor, but I'm looking for a little bit more. I don't know if that's maybe because I canned it and I'm still kind of working on that process. It's a good beer though. It does have some of that citrus flavor to it. It's just not as much as I had kind of hoped for it. When I was originally, the first couple cans I had, it did definitely have a lot more kind of punchiness to the aroma and the flavor. It almost tasted more tropical. now that it's been kind of in the can for a bit, it just tastes kind of like a Sierra Nevada Pale Ale to me, honestly. It's got that, but it's got a little bit more orange aroma to it. But it's clean. It's clean. You know, so there's nothing wrong with it. It's just not exactly what I was hoping for. I wanted a little bit more alcohol and I wanted a little bit more hop flavor and aroma. But overall, not a bad beer. Cheers to being hoppy and happy. Happy summer. We'll catch you in the next one. It is poundable. Peace out. Kveik!